What's up, YouTube? Welcome to more trades. All right, this is an update on Bitcoin. I want to give you the three most important indicators for analyzing the markets and Bitcoin. Over here, before I get into it, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and like the videos if you like the content, and join the free Discord. Link will be in the channel description and in the video description. Okay, let's get down to it. I want to show you the three most indicators for Bitcoin, but before I get into it, we are approaching the POC that I told you, around 19,150. We got to 19,120. We missed it by $30 over here, the POC. And I wanted to show you that what is the possibility if we get above the POC. The next level to watch for would be the value area high of this other range at around 19,900, possibly the 20k zone. Those are the two levels to watch for now. And we also have something very interesting over here I wanted to share. We have the 200 EMA coming down on the daily in and around the 20k zone, if I'm not mistaken, 20,900. We could say, we could round it 21,000 at the moment. So 19,150 is our first level. We need to get up, get support, and then we get to 20k, then we'll have this zone. Keep those in mind. Now this 200 EMA is very significant because we haven't tested it since the 6th of April, which was a dump. We broke above it on the 28th of March, 27th of March, hung around a bit for 6 days or 8 days, and then we broke down. That could happen here, and everyone would think that it's an all-time high that's going to happen. But remember, we've done it all the way down. Tested, failed. Broke up for a few days, failed. Over here, after our dump, we broke up for a long time. It was around 101. I measured it out. It was around 150 days till we broke down, from the breakout till the dump, till the breakdown over here of the 200 EMA. So those are the three things. Those are things to keep in mind. I'm going to show you the three indicators that I want to talk about. First, the DXY is at the top of the list. Why? Because the dollar index is inversely related to Bitcoin. When the dollar pumps, Bitcoin dumps. So all this while the dollar was going down, Bitcoin was going up. There was a time they kind of decoupled and the dollar was doing its thing and Bitcoin was doing its own thing. But at the moment, we started off a green day. Our level of support to watch for is 101 for now. That's the next zone of support. If we pump today, if we're able to reclaim 103, even 104 or 105, that's going to move the markets badly down. We do have earnings coming out today, JP Morgan and Bank of America, and there are options expiry today. JP Morgan had announced they're going to lay off a lot of people in the thousands, and today they have the earnings. Could they have announced that just to comfort the stakeholders in JP Morgan that despite our bad earnings that we're going to lay off people? So that means that they're anticipating probably bad earnings, and that will be bad for the market. Now the DXY is one of the indicators. It's if it pumps, Bitcoin dumps, and if it dumps, Bitcoin pumps. So if you keep an eye on that, you will know what's happening with the overall market. The next one is the SPY, the S&P 500. At the moment, the S&P 500 isn't trading, but the ES minis is mini futures for the S&P, and I have this descending trend line from its peak. As you see, every time we tested it, we dropped about 18 to 20%, more or less. I measured it out, and if we drop now the same amount, say 15%, we're going to go down to the 3,400 zone, which is this previous zone of support. Why the S&P 500 is important? Because Bitcoin, this is the support area that I'm talking about, because Bitcoin is having they sort of move together, and the S&P dumps, Bitcoin dumps. S&P pumps, Bitcoin pumps. So they're correlated at most times. So I would say watch out for the S&P. At the moment, yesterday, the daily candle rejected from the 200 EMA and the descending trend line. So double resistance at that point. And at the moment, we're trending below the 200 daily moving exponential moving average. And we've been doing that sort of for a while. We peak above it, then we drop down. So just keep an eye on the S&P 500. And yeah, we haven't done what we usually do when we test this trend line. All 3 times we have dumped almost directly. We didn't retest it again. Dump. Over here is different. We had a small dump and we're reversing. We rotated to retest again. This previous spike and retest was on 13th of December. So yeah, S&P is in a descending, you could call it a descending broadening wedge. If you take it from here and here, to be a descending broadening wedge, which is a bullish formation. And we had you could say one touched the bottom, twice, third, fourth, and we didn't touch the bottom of the descending wedge yet. So it's very possible we're coming down again. If you want me to draw it out, I'll just draw it out for clarity. Let's put a trend line from here, this peak, that bottom, and that's how it looks like. Yeah, that's for the S&P 500, the second indicator. Now the third one is the VIX, the volatility index for the S&P 500. Essentially, when this is low, markets are pumping, and this is at support. We're kind of poking through support. We have another point of support at around the 16 points over here. But ever since the S&P, the VIX broke down from here, it tried to go back up, but it couldn't. When the VIX is below 20, that's good for the markets. That means the markets, it could mean the markets are peaking, because this is very low for the VIX. So that when the VIX is low, essentially the markets are peaked at most cases. And when the VIX is high, the volatility index for the S&P, when it's high, that's the time you could say, okay, it's time to buy. The markets are at the lowest. People are getting too excited now, and our max fear is in, and people will start getting excited about low prices, and they'll be coming in. Okay, those are the 3 indicators I wanted to tell you. Very important to just keep an eye on them. If you haven't already, hit the likes and join the free Discord. Subscribe to the channel. More trades. I'm out.